Yo, what's up, y'all? It's yours truly, Mr. Lang, Team Wash Life. Check it out. Oh, I can't zoom. She's such a cutie, eating her chicken nuggets and bananas. How about that for dinner? Listen, public service announcement. This is what the video's for. I'll get to the point. Take your before pictures. I know it's a nuisance. It's definitely a nuisance if you don't have a CRM software or something in place. Something really cool about the Customer Factor that I use. Someone was complaining about my camera angles, so I'll hold my hand up real high so you get my chiseled jaw and all. What's really cool about the Customer Factor, you get all your jobs scheduled by the client's name. When you show up to a job, you click the little clock, start job time. That way you can track how long jobs are taking and if you're meeting your hourly rate. Also, within the app, you can click on their profile and click photo, take a photo, or video even. And as you're doing the job, you could take before and after pictures. As you're doing the job, you come across damages, snap a shot. And for every file, so every one of our clients, they have a file, or they have photos on their file. As of like a couple weeks ago, we really drilled this in. Before it was like only take a picture if you notice something. Now it's like you need to at least take 4 or 5 pictures. I don't care if there's no damages or not. If you're cleaning something, if you're cleaning concrete, take a picture. If you're cleaning a deck, take a picture. You have to take a picture of what you're cleaning. If you're cleaning a house, take a picture of each side of the house. If you really see no damages at all, at least take a picture. You got to cover your butt. My arm's getting tired. Oh, so stupid. So I cleaned a little concrete for a lady. Our minimum's 200. This was a repeat client. It was just a little bit of concrete. I told her 150. It was right in town, and we took care of the concrete. And when we got there, she texted me when she wasn't even there. She was like, "Hey, I forgot. Could you clean up this little rust spot on my back patio? It's just bothering me. It's a brand new patio poured back in August." I gotta rest my arm on the fridge. Brand new patio poured back in August, and I'm like, no, I don't touch new concrete. Let me close my messy ass pantry. I don't want you judging me on all my junk food. And she's like, well, the other guys that sealed it, they came out and cleaned it. Took 2 seconds, and I was like, all right, fine. We're not gonna use pressure. I'm just gonna put a little oxalic acid on there, scrub it a little bit with a soft brush. That stuff was not coming up. Look at this messy kid. Hold on. Started crying because she ran out of bananas to eat. My goodness. Where was I? So anyway, I was like, all right, we'll use a little bit of oxalic acid, scrub it, rinse it off, low pressure, just the ball valve and the power washer. What could go wrong? Of course, we didn't take before pictures, but anyway, she messaged me and said, yo, my patio's all messed up. The sealant has literally disintegrated in random spots, especially where the rust spot was, but not just there, all over the patio. I'm like, we didn't even clean any of this other stuff. We cleaned this little rust spot in the middle of a square, and your entire patio is just screwed up. And of course, I don't remember what it looked like before we started. It's like, if little sealant's fading, it's like, whatever. She thinks it's us. She says, well, I don't know what to tell you. It was fine before you cleaned it. It's all screwed up now. Fine. So that's where you gotta take your before pictures. This wasn't us. I don't care what any of y'all say. This wasn't us. What I'm thinking is the sealant was failing, and even though it was low pressure and we were just rinsing with a ball valve, it was high enough pressure where I think it, where the sealant was bubbling, it like ripped it off. That's the only thing I could think of that happened. Anyway, I got a hold of the guys that sealed the thing. So it cost us $400 to get it fixed up. And I don't know if it's good. I hope it turns out all right, but I don't think the guys that sealed it correctly, because it shouldn't have failed that quick, for one. And but regardless, I'm not gonna pay some like high-end company to literally redo this whole thing. We're getting into thousands of dollars at that point. even though it's a small patio, like stripping it and redoing it, like there's no way I'm doing all that. I don't know how to do this stuff, so I'm not going to turn her patio into an experiment project. I just got to bite the bullet, pay this guy $400 to come out and do it. And again, this is where you really have to take a shift in thinking on your business. There's a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of guys, there's a lot of people I talked to about this that was like, this isn't your fault. Tell her to forget about it. Just stop answering her, whatever. I'm not wired that way. Not anymore, at least. What I look at is, yeah, it's gonna cost me $400, but she's already probably paid us $400 for jobs in the past, for one. I know she's, yeah, 1 second, honey. I know she's referred us to people that's brought us work. And if we come out and get this fixed and we just, whatever, just bite our tongue, get it fixed, think of the value that's going to cause. Think of how highly she's going to talk about, when her family's sitting on the patio and they're like, wow, your patio looks so nice. She's going to go into the story about how we screwed it up, but we came out and we paid a contractor to come fix it. And that's going to be huge. People are going to trust us. They're going to know that we stand behind our work, even if we mess it up, because we are human and things go wrong. They know that we stand behind it and we'll fix it. That's when your business really starts taking off. When word like that gets out, something like that gets out to like a huge contract. I don't know. I'm starting to rant now, but just take your before pictures, because even though I'm fixing this, and even though I said all that, if I had my before pictures and I could prove to her, like, hey, your concrete was looking iffy, like it was bubbling here and here and there, it was failing here, you might not have noticed it because we just got out of winter and the snow literally melted a day or two after we came out there. I didn't even bring that up, but the concrete had to have been like that before we started. And but if I would have been able to prove that, I wouldn't be fixing it. I would have told her, listen, I'm sorry this happened, but here, I can prove to you that we didn't cause this. It was like this before we started. It's unfortunate, and she couldn't have gotten mad at us, or she couldn't have held a resentment against us because I proved that we didn't do it. So there's the difference. Take your before pictures of every job that you do, and if you don't have an app to organize that and categorize it, then you got to get one. I'll never understand the guys that don't get the customer factor, because it's $45 a month, and I don't even think about what that costs. The stuff it does is insane. So take your pictures. Subscribe to the channel. Wait, let me flip this coin. Heads, you subscribe to my channel. Tails, you subscribe to my channel. I'm not even gonna look, because you're gonna subscribe to my channel, or you're dead to me. Peace.